Hello, it's Carla and this is Michael. Today we're going to take you through a home class for just keeping your muscles, especially your lower limb, strong and flexible. We are going to use a few different tools from the Makarlu range to be able to just support you as part of your home program. We've also brought an important home hazard with you. It's called Jeff, okay? So you might see different things with Jeff, the home hazard. If you can relate, please tell us. Okay, so our starting point is Michael, who has injured himself in a number of different ways, thanks to bicycles, surfboards, all sorts of things, not from his family. They're all self-inflicted. So Michael, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through some of your sort of daily routine just to keep you functioning, okay? So no coffee is involved. Just going to put the Makarlu. Now, I've just put two different types of Makarlu here just so you can see the contrast, okay? I have all three domes in here. Now you can do this with two domes or one dome, whichever you prefer. So Michael, can you just start with your toes curled up? Okay. Can you just curl and just do a little bend of your knees, just a little bit. Nice. So really nice way to stretch out your tibialis anterior and to give yourself a little bit of ankle range. Is that okay?
Yep.
Nice for people who get shin splints. Good. Just a few. And then if you from there can just do a little walkover, please, of your domes. Nice. Just walk back and forward, just a few. Okay. One more time. Now, can you please just keep your heels on the domes? Now, what I find is a lot of people struggle to do squats without lifting up their heels and their ankles, especially if they've got ankle restrictions, tight hamstrings. So I like to use the Makarlu. Michael, can you just do one or two? Yeah, good. Nice. Oh, can hear the crack of the knees. Coming back up and up. So I'm going to get you to do 5 like that. No lingering. Up, chop, chop. He's trying to get out of doing the glute work, okay? Up and down.
No.
Okay. So I'm just going to get you to use Osso now. So I want you to put your hands in the narrow part. I'm going to get you to put your thumbs on the round bit. Yep. Okay. So the starting point is that you're going to go for a squat. Just go there. Just do that first. Just get that movement. And then up. Now, you'll see there's a little eye there, Michael. So as you go down, I'm going to get you to lift and rotate the bar around just a little bit. Yeah, good. And back down. How's that feel on your wrists?
That's well.
So we're just going to do 5 to 6. So again, this is a really nice way to keep your wrists mobile and back. So you'll do 2 more, please. Now, this time you're going to, 2 more, yep. This time you're going to go down and you're going to roll your hands under. So see there's that little eye there in the middle. So you're going to roll your hands under. Yeah, getting a stretch through the wrist that way. The reason I like to use Osso is because it has just a nice curve to support the hand. When I use a stick, it sort of hurts my knuckles a little bit and my fingers. Some of us might be getting a bit arthritic in our hands. Nice. How's that feel?
Good.
Okay. Come off there for a moment. Yeah, good. Fill in your heels a bit more.
Yep.
So what you're going to do, and again, squats are one of those exercises everyone's told to do lots of, and they're an important functional exercise. But when you've got limitations in your ankles and your heels, it's not so much fun. So, you will be discouraged. So, Michael, I'm going to get you to put your front heel on the pink one and your back heel on the blue. So again, if you prefer, you can take the domes out and just use the lower domes. I kind of like the sensation here of the bigger domes. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
So you first of all, just do a nice little heel bend of your knee.
Which knee?
Front knee. Oh, I like this. And in and back. So your back knee is going to move just a little bit. Good. That feel okay on your ankles? So now we're just going to ramp this up a bit. Keep that heel there. You're going to put your toes on the dome behind you. I like to give them just a little bit of an opportunity just to get the movement. So now you're going to bend the back knee, keep the back knee straight and just bend the front knee just a little. Sort of almost like you're walking in the wind. Yeah. Feel that stretch in the back ankle?
Back calf.
Yeah. Ankle and calf. Good. And keep that toes there. Lift the back heel up. If you need to, you can hold on to that. Just your right. And back. Good. Nice. We'll just do 5. Okay, good. So now, Michael, what I'm going to get you to do is hold the stick with that hand there. So think of it as a wand, okay? I want you to hold it. There's a little eye. So if you can't see it, the eye is here. You're going to hold on to the eye, thumb on top. Okay? This time, as you lift the back heel up and rotate round. No, keep your eye on the eye. Oh. Okay. You're being the perfect client/husband. Good work. So the eye, there is a little bit of a support, and we're trying to encourage the vestibular system, the balance system by getting the eyes and the hands moving. Nice work. How's that feel?
Good.
Can you talk and do at the same time? Or?
Probably not.
Okay. Nice. One more. Good.
It does challenge the balance more doing that.
Yeah. And sometimes you just need that little bit of focus. This is quite heavy. So if we can change, we'll take the pink one back and you're going to put the blue one. Remember, they come as a pair and they're the same colours, but we're just using the contrast. So the first one is just little moving of your ankles in that split stance. Okay. Put your foot down. Okay, good. Lift that back heel up. Yeah, just that little bit harder, isn't it? Good. There's the eye. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Do just a few without the stick if you need to. Who would have thunk? Good. Come off there. Yeah, nice. So if you're just going to hold on to that for a moment, please. I'm just going to, I've just put different colors in just to make sure you have a contrast so you can sort of understand. So that's coast, that's lotus, different colors. So, Michael, what I'm going to get you to do is put your toes on the domes and curl them around. Heels together. I want you to find your inner ballerina. Okay. And you're just going to lift your heels up and down. Then when you're ready, can I have the stick, please? You're going to hold the stick and you're going to lift up. Keep your eyes on there. Keeps your eye on the eye. So let's just do a few, just getting the toes. Now I'm wanting to get the toes curling round. Nice. And I've taken to the middle domes so that you just don't have that spikiness. Sometimes you can lose the fat pad at the base of your toes and it can just be that little bit more uncomfortable. Yeah. Heels together. You want to click home to get home to Kansas, remember? Good. I'm just going to come up. It's harder than it looks, isn't it?
Mm.
So you need to just hold on to a little bar or a door frame as you do this, okay? I always give homework because there's no use just coming to your Pilates class or going to the gym once or twice a week, even 3 times a week, if you're not doing some follow-up work for balance. Remember, balance is a key element of aging. As soon as you start to lose your balance, you start to have falls, and that's just not a good thing. Okay? Nice work. How's that feel?
Good.
So, hands. Now, what I'm going to get you to do is, can you see how I've got just sitting in the webbing of my thumb? I feel like you're just circling around like that. You just feel like they're pulling apart. Okay? So it'll give you a sense of connection. Start with your heels down. Don't even try and lift first. Just push that apart. See if you can lift that up and let your eyes follow. Yeah, nice. So you get a nice little bit of thoracic extension and then lower back down. And nice work, Michael. Is that feeling okay?
That's good, yeah.
Now, do you feel like you can do, even if you just lift one heel to start with, as you lift the arms up, try not to do both at the same time. It can be a bit tricky. Yeah, good work. So the eye is just a focus point. And I like to have a moving focus point. So sometimes I'll see people find a point in the distance and they'll fix their eye on that point. The problem being that when you do that is you train yourself to fix on the horizon. When you're moving around in the real world, everything's moving and you need to be able to respond to moving points. Whoa, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're all right too. Lift the one heel up and you're going to rotate around. Keeping your eye on there. Good. Take your arm up in the air if you can. And then turn around towards me. And then back down. Good. How's that feel on your hands?
Yeah, that's fine.
Just keep the hands really pushing apart. You'll feel it here when you do. So up. You just want to highlight how short I am, aren't you? And back. And down. Nice work, Michael. How's that feel? Yeah, it's disorientating.
Yeah, it makes me a little bit dizzy.
Yeah, so if it's making you dizzy, stop. The idea is that you'll do a few. Where we want to get you when you're doing balance work like this is be able to do this for 2 minutes. So 2 minutes is like the magic point at which you've achieved adaptation and your system can cope with that. But that's actually quite hard for you at the moment. So maybe just do to the point where you just feel a bit dizzy, stop, reorientate yourself, and then we'll come back and do a little lap. So I'm just going to put this up here for now. Okay. Well, I guess we're not going to work on the mat there for a bit. So we'll do. No, he won't. Remember, this is like we're doing at home. He won't shift. You will change. So what we'll do is I'm going to bring you over here onto this. No, Michael, do not disturb the dog. Okay. So, okay. You can see who rules the roost in this household. Yeah. Okay. So, Michael, what I'm told you. Yeah, good. Over there.
Good.
Thank you. If you can lie on the mat, please. Everything moved? Okay, good. Lying down, head on the pillow, please. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all 3 domes together. Okay. First of all, we're going to just do a nice little hip release. So I might just put the bright pink one there. It's a bit easier to see. You just put your hand there. You're just going to put your bottom down there. Okay. So what I'm going to get you to do, Michael, is just drop your knee out to the side. Good. And then take that leg back up. We're just going to do 3 like that. Just 3 like that. And back. And now 3 like, drop the leg out, and you're going to let this leg slide. So I'm just going to do like a nice little hip mobility. That feel okay? So we're just going to do 3. So again, it is important to do strength, but it's also important to keep the joints released and relaxed before you go into your strength class, because all you're going to do is strengthen your muscles in a tightened position and your joint in a tight position. So you just get that sense of restriction all the time. How's that feel? You're in a happy spot now, aren't you? Can you just bring that over and we'll just do the other side? Okay, so you're just going to drop that out to the side. Just going to take a weight. Okay, just do the hip drops. So this is really nice for your glute and glute release, okay? And to be honest, when somebody starts to feel dizzy, this is a great time to lie on the mat, okay? So you can just sort of reorientate yourself. Good. Nice work. Good. I'm going to take that out from underneath you. Now, I like to take the pods, lift your tush, and put that just underneath your bottom, okay? Does that feel okay?
Yep.
You can leave your head there. So sometimes I like to use a ball for this. I like the pod because it's just a little bit of softness, but it's still a bit stable. Allows you to just drop the pelvis just that little bit into there. Michael, I'm going to get you to press your toes into the mat, and I'm going to get you to lift this foot up in the air and take it all the way up to tabletop. Good. So we're just going to do our toe taps. You're going to take your foot down, toe, up, and down. Nice. How many is that?
You have 4.
Okay, do 2 more. And then take the foot down and anchor that down and anchor the heel. So what you're going to do now, Michael, is lift into your toe on your other leg slide the foot along just that little bit and then lift the leg up. Yeah, good. So the idea is that you're wanting to do that slide out, so there's a chance just to get the femur to drop and sit in your hip socket so that all your hip flexors can just relax a little bit. The worst thing is for you just to lift it up and try and grip it up with the hip flexor. I know it's a hip flexor, but it works better as a hip flexor when the joints are aligned. How's that feel, Michael?
That's fine.
Okay, good. So what we're going to do is take both legs up in the air. Yeah, keep. Is that all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to hold on to the stick. Keep your eyes on the stick. Okay. You need a bigger bottom. Okay, so what you're going to do is take the stick behind your head and just keep your legs there. Follow the eye, yeah, good. And bring the stick back to your knees. Hold it there and straighten your legs out. Good. Bring your knees in. I want you to try and keep the knees in alignment with the little grooves there. Can you see what they are? So stick back. Take your arms back. Good. Hold. Legs straight out. Nice. Now, what I'm going to get you to do is take the stick out there. I can hear just a little click in Michael's hips. So when you bring the arms back, I'm going to bring your arms back to your knees. Hold the stick there. Instead of taking your legs up to the ceiling, you're going to dip your knees down just a little bit and then straighten your legs out. A little bit harder on the core, but it just allows your femurs to move in the hip socket. And let's face it, you wouldn't want to miss out on that extra bit of work, would you? And yeah, nice. And good work. Take your feet down to the ground. Just relax for a minute, okay? Take your legs from side to side. Just give yourself a little bit of a release in your back. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to get you to do is you're going to put this underneath your hips. See, keep that underneath your hips. Take your legs up in the air. Hold the bar up in the air. What you're going to do is take the bar one way and the legs the other. Just a little bit, so you don't want to fall off the pod. This is when you have a ball, it's just that much harder. Nice, Michael. How does that feel?
That's all right.
Okay. And just do a few like that. So we're just getting a little bit of a bleak. Now this way, you're going to move your feet to the side and your knees to one way. Good. Back to center. Feet to one way. Yeah, good. There's a lot of coordination going on here. Nice. One more each way. Good. Take your legs down. Let me take that off you for a moment. Take your pod out from underneath your hips. How's that feel in your lower back?
That's fine.
Bit looser? Fine. Faint praise. Always faint praise. Take your legs from side to side. Just get that little bit of movement in your hips. Just check how that feels. Good. Can you come up to sitting, please? Now, for some people, you being one of them, sitting on your with your legs out straight might be a bit hard. So you can sort of see how Michael sort of feels a bit tight in there. Does that feel okay? You are a lot better than you used to be. You must have been doing your homework. If you've got a bolster, grab a bolster. I'm just going to get you to sit one butt cheek on each pod, just to give you just that little bit more room. Okay? Sit on there. Good. Legs out in front. Just, yeah, that feel more comfortable for your hannies?
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, not quite as stretched.
Yeah. And again, we don't want it to be on full stretch yet because we are going to get you to take your legs out just a little bit wide. And so we're going to go into spine stretch. So hands out in front. Actually, hold on to the stick because I feel like that will be a nice focus for you. So you're going to curl back, roll the legs in just a little bit, but keep your sternum over your pubic bone. Yeah, good. Roll forward, bring the bar to your toes. No, don't bring your toes to your bar, just relax. And lift your arms up, straighten your back out. Straighten your back out. Up, 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 up. Follow there. Follow the eye. Curl back, roll back. Take your arms forward and back. So, and Michael's got a tight hamstrings and a tight back. So generally we'd start here, legs nice and long. You're going to curl so that your throat stays over your pubic bone, okay? So not back like that, but at the moment you work with the adaptation you work with. You curl, get the curl, you roll forward, reach up, and then back. Nice. How's that feel, Michael? A bit mean? That's right. You're used to that. So, what I'm going to get you to do, you can put the stick down, just again, we sort of break it up. We do a little bit of strength, a little bit of release, a little bit of strength, a little bit of release. So what I'm going to do now, Michael, is I've got the little domes from your Makarlu set. What you're going to do is put these on the pods between the pod and your sit bone. So you'll find that bone that you're sitting on, and just forward of that is the hamstring attachment point, just off the bone. So just going to sit on there.
Ham off the bone?
Ham off the bone. Okay. So again, what you're going to do is just sit there, try and be as tall as you can. And now just hinge forward. Keep your back nice and straight and just hinge forward just that little bit. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Press your heels into the floor. Really drag the heels down. Oh, that's a little bit of shake a shame there. And then release. Go back and forward. So press your heels down. And back. One more. Good. Now, sometimes I do this seated on a chair and just put my feet down on the ground. Just lift yourself up. Just take the one off. Sit back down. Sit tall. See how that feels? Yeah, that looks a bit easier on your back. Does that feel okay?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's take you off there for a minute and see how that feels. Okay. Yeah. That feel easier on your hammies?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So again, we're doing a little bit at a time, because if we do too much, you're going to send your system into shock, okay? Your body has a protective point, and when you've got tight muscles and tight joints, the muscles are keeping them safe. If you loosen them up too much, they'll just go, danger Will Robinson, and just contract back in, okay? You right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to use also called a longer, but there is a shorter version as well. But you're going to get double bang for your dollar here, Michael. So put your calf muscles on the inside of the little grooves, and you're just going to roll that back and forward. Yeah, nice. Sometimes it's nice just to, yeah, good. If you want, you can just do one leg at a time. So if you want to just bend this knee and just put this foot flat on the ground and just roll that up and down on the groove. I like the groove. So you're on the knobbly bit, just the groove, because that way the curved bit can just get into the muscle itself. Yeah, nice. How's that feel?
That's good.
Yeah, like the way it says, that's good. If you're doing this one, sometimes what I do is I put the Makarlu on the opposite hip, so the one where the knee's bent, and you can get that nice little glute release at the same time. Does that feel okay? I'm going to take this down a little bit more. So what you would do is just roll it down, and as you get towards the Achilles, you can feel just that little bit more. Again. Then we're just going to take this, lift your foot up. We'll just take that down towards the Achilles. Or it gets more intense for you as you get lower down, is there?
And being a concave, it actually gets more of the calf and the Achilles than, say, just a foam roller does, or a
Yeah.
roller.
Well, and also the timber just makes it just a little bit more special. Yeah, good. And we'll take it and do the other leg, I think, just to there. So this is one that you can just sort of linger on. And I work with a couple of dancers, and the ballerinas love just to do this on their legs after they've been working. Does that feel okay? So we're just going to work it up and down. So we have a big toy box at home where we've got stuff everywhere. Some of it goes in the toy box. Other stays on the mat, and one of us is going there throughout the day or the evening to stretch out and do their routines. Just nice. Good. Nice. Come up to standing, Michael. See how that feels. So just, I've got quarto as well, so it's a little osso. So you can just use that with your little foot as well. But we've got the big one out. Give me that, please. How's that feel, Michael? Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay, in a painful way?
Yeah, kind of in a painful way. What I like to do, because I feel I'm a bit of a sadist, is I like to put my toes on there. Can you just hold my hands, please? And I just lift my feet up, and I just sort of work on my balance a little bit and just roll back and forward. Okay? Do you want to give that a go? It's quite intense, but at the same time, yeah, just lift your heels up. Oh, yeah. Good. It's deceptive because of the sticks rolling, but you get that massage at the same time. You feel like you're on shifting rocks at the beach, when you're walking along the beach and the rocks are going and you're trying to adjust your balance all the time. Nice work, Michael. Still speak to me after this. And now, if you can, put your heels on there. Just put your heels on the stick, on offal. Yeah. So you're now just going to just lift your toe, hold on to me again for a sec. So you normally have there, and you're just going to roll back and forward on your heels. Just lift your toes up, and it's going to roll. Yeah, good. It's going to roll. Feels a bit disorientating, I know. I'm sure there's some sport that involves like standing on logs or something. But yeah.
Log rolling.
Log rolling, yeah, okay. Just standing up. Not big in Australia, but
It's about as popular as hillbilly hand fishing.
whatever that is.
It's a thing.
It's a thing, okay. Just one more time. Yeah. Good. Come off there. Crunch. Yeah. How your heels feel though?
Yeah, they're good.
Thank you. And enjoy.